Johnny. You were yelling in your sleep again. The same dream? Try to go back to sleep.
Take me away on a green wind and teach me to fly, to never die. We'll go away from the shadow. We'll fly into light. Sweet take me away from the darkness and teach me to see. Angel of joy, catching the light. Angel of fear, drawn to the night. Take me to some place I dream of, where nothing is wrong, where I belong. You see, I have to, I want to go home.
Johnny, look at this.
What do you got?
I don't know.
It's a cactus court.
Oh. Huh. What is it?
Don't you hear that?
What? Johnny? Well, what is it?
I don't know. I hear something, but it's strange.
Johnny! Horrible. Johnny, come on, let's get out of here. Johnny? Johnny?
I'm sorry, Kath. I keep forgetting they turn everybody else off.
God, it's ugly.
I'll get rid of it. We can get going.
Johnny, can't we skip the caves for today and go right onto the slopes?
Well, I'd kind of like to make the last tour, Kath, if we can.
Is it so important?
Well, of course not. It's just my work. That's what the weekend's all about, remember?
I remember something else. This weekend is also supposed to be an overdue honeymoon.
You're right. I can do it later. Come on.
Oh, Johnny, you're right. Your work is important. We'll catch the last tour.
You sure now? Absolutely. Come on.
While we are in the cave, please stay together. No straggling, no wandering off. Remember, there are hundreds of unexplored passageways in the cavern. Water dripped from the ceiling for a long period of time. Each droplet of water that falls from the ceiling, a little tiny bit of mineral is left behind on the ceiling. Something that people aren't familiar with, though, is a little tiny bit of mineral originally left in a circular stain, solid spot. As the little stain thickens and begins to go downward, it forms a long, thin-walled hollow tube, which the geologists call a soda straw.
Wow.
As the soda straw continues to grow downward as the hollow tube, water
okay?
and water surround deposits of mineral on the side of the wall, becoming the long,
Hey,
indicating point.
See how they're going up those stairs and around there? Come on.
Huh? Why?
Nobody can see us.
Doing what?
Something down here makes me feel primitive.
You haven't got the nerve.
Try me.
You're on, lady.
Kathy! Kathy! Kathy!
Johnny, please, hurry!
Kathy! Are you all right?
Yes, they're crawling all over me.
They're mites, honey. Just keep off the skin.
Oh! How do we get out of here?
Kathy, I don't know. The best thing we can do is wait. Sooner or later, they'll figure we're missing. They'll send somebody for us.
Johnny, please, let's get out of here. Let's
Kathy!
try that.
Kathy!
No! The best thing we can do is stay put.
I'm sorry.
Don't be silly. Our honeymoon was getting a little dull anyway.
What is it?
Same thing I heard before. The bats.
I don't hear anything.
Quiet. One of them's getting closer.
Are you hurt?
It's nothing, Kathy. It's nothing.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're all right?
Listen.
Hey!
Oh, God, no.
Hey!
Oh.
Hey! Hey, down here!
Oh, help us, please.
Down here! Are you all right? Yes! Okay. Relax. We'll have you out in no time. Kathy, don't do...
Why?
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Tell me. You wanted to examine it for rabies. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
Don't worry about it.
stupid. Why did I kick it away?
Yep. We could have had some good stew, you know.
Yuck.
It tastes just like white meat of tuna. That's what they tell me.
You're disgusting.
Have you ever thought about what we look like to a bat?
I don't care about bats. I care about you.
And I care about you. And bats. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes. Oh, what a run that's going to be. Magnificent. I'm so glad. I'm really happy. Are you all right?
What's wrong?
I don't know. You were acting so funny, kind of crazy.
Honey, what are you talking about?
Are
Honey,
you sure you're all right?
I'm fine.
What's that?
Are you ready for this?
Let's go! He's really brave. Oh, God.
Brace yourself. We're next.
Oh, no. I'm barely fought out from the slopes. Ooh. $23 a day. It's almost worth it.
You ready for a drink?
Oh, am I? Thanks.
I love you.
To us, Johnny. Johnny!
Leave me alone.
Your hand! Johnny! What's the matter with you? You've got to see a doctor. Oh, your hand.
It was an accident.
I don't care what it was. Please, come on. Please.
No, it's not serious.
It's not serious.
All right. I'll stop in the first aid station first thing in the morning.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
That's not bad.
Ah. What are we going to do about that?
That can wait.
You're the doctor. But promise me something. Start treatment just as soon as you get back, huh?
You mean the Pasteur treatment?
Mm-hmm. Look, you two, there's a minimum 30-day incubation period, so there's no reason to spoil the weekend.
Is it true that the cure is sometimes worse than the disease?
Nothing is worse than rabies.
Thanks a lot, Doctor.
Johnny, I think...
Kath, honey, it's not that big a deal. We can wait till next week.
I don't think a week will make any difference. I am going scared.
Oh, don't let anything stop you, Doctor. He's only a patient.
Take it easy, Kath.
And you're being as irresponsible as he is. You're working on a grant in preventive medicine and you won't take it yourself. You're not doctors, you're children.
You ready to go, Doctor?
I'm ready, Doctor. Where are we going?
Hospital. About 5 miles down the hill in town. Come on.
You happy, darling?
Yes.
You prefer this to another day in the slopes, do you? Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it. It's strictly routine procedure.
Maybe. You're strictly special, and I don't want anything to happen to you.
Kath, nothing's happening.
Oh.
Mrs. Beck, I can only handle one emergency a day. Would you mind waiting in the solarium?
Go ahead, Kath. It'll only take a minute.
Okay.
You ready? Numero uno.
19 to go.
What is it? What's happening? I'm burning up. Oxygen. Burning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You're having an allergic reaction. Try to breathe slowly. Is it all? Sodium phenobarbital. Hurry, hurry. I think he's all right now. Prepare a room for Dr. Beck. He'll be staying here, nurse.
Yes, Doctor.
It's a hell of a ride.
Or a reaction. Never seen anything like that before.
It's like rabies itself.
Well, from what I understand, allergic reaction can produce identical symptoms.
It's ironic, isn't it? The odds are probably 1 in a million. And where's it hit? Our research of you now are just terrific.
I guess the bats are getting even.
Yeah. What's your opinion about the rest of the shots?
You mean, do I think you're going to have another reaction like this? I doubt it. I think that was just the initial jolt. The rest of the shot should have minimal effect.
Good.
Dr. Kipling? Dr. Kipling? Dr. Kipling, I'm sorry to bother you.
You promise not to bawl me out anymore?
Okay.
You know, you were right. I am kind of a ski bum.
Doctor, one of the nurses told me what happened.
You shouldn't have done that.
How serious is it?
I mean, his reaction to the serum?
Yes.
I wouldn't call it serious at all.
But is that it?
Huh?
Is it possible there may be other side effects?
Yes, there is a possibility of side effects, but I wouldn't worry about it.
But it was a violent reaction, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Obviously, he is allergic to the serum, but that's not unusual in itself. Past your treatment can produce reactions very, very similar to rabies. Like sudden shifts in mood, manic depression, paranoia, inability to swallow.
But that's what I don't understand, Doctor. He had those reactions. Everything you're describing before he took the serum.
I don't know what you mean.
It was really strange. On the gondola and in the jacuzzi, he had these sudden fits of anger. It was completely without any problems one minute, and then in the next he was like a madman, completely out of control. And he wasn't even aware of it.
Mrs. Beck, I want to assure you of one thing. Now, whatever you saw in him, believe me, it wasn't rabies. The incubation period is 1 to 5 months.
Doctor, what if he does have rabies?
I wouldn't worry about it. We got an early start on the treatment.
Even if it's not fatal, there's a good chance of brain damage, isn't there?
Come on, let's go.
Listen, you hypochondriac, I know what you're doing. Free medical sample. What is that? What do you want? Is this your ring?
All student nurses, please report to the auditorium. Lecture about to begin.
A lot of excitement this morning.
Agent Joseph Kane, please
What happened?
come to the maternity ward.
There's nothing for you to be concerned about.
Agent Joseph Kane, please come to the maternity ward.
Nurse, I'm a doctor. I am concerned.
Right now, you are a patient, Doctor.
Something happened. What was it?
It was an accident.
What kind of accident?
Final call. All student nurses come to the
The night
auditorium
nurse.
for lecture.
She fell.
How bad?
She's... Good morning, darling. How did you ever get that off? It took 2 strong men and a boy to get it on.
Kathy, I want you to find a psychiatrist.
Dr. Morgan in room
What?
708 immediately.
For once in your life, just do what the hell I ask. Can't you see I'm in trouble?
The doctor says you're doing fine.
Find somebody, Kathy, now.
Well, of course, darling, I will. Just as soon as I get you settled.
What are you talking about?
In the motel.
They won't let me leave, Kathy.
Didn't you talk to the doctor? He says you don't have to stay here. I've already signed you out.
I think I should stay close to the hospital for a while anyway.
But there's no reason.
I want to. Isn't that reason enough?
Okay.
Dr. Clark, report to surgery. Dr. Clark, to surgery.
No. It's not okay. I'm coming home with you.
You don't have to.
Yes, I do. Why don't you go on ahead and find us some things for a nice quiet dinner?
You do feel well enough.
Yeah. And forget the psychiatrist. That's fine. How much is that?
$20.
Thank you. Gift trap that, please.
Got you.
You all right, Doctor? Sergeant Ward, Sheriff's Department. How you feeling, Dr. Beck?
I'm fine. How did you know my name?
I've been following you, Doc. Just missed you at the hospital. You sure you're all right now?
Look, Sergeant, I'm taking a series of preventive shots. I don't need to stay at the hospital, and you are not a doctor. So just what can I do for you?
Take it easy, Doc. All I want to do is talk a little. Now, if I had a pretty young wife like yours, and I brought something home like this, there's no telling what you might think. You know what I mean?
Well, when I guess you get around to it, Sergeant, you'll know where to find me.
Oh, Doc, What I wanted to mention is I'm checking out the accident at the hospital. Last night?
I don't know how I can help you.
Well, you see, your room's pretty close to where it happened. Thought you might have heard something. You know what I mean?
Not a thing. I was asleep.
Yeah, figures what with all you've been through. Reason I ask you is, I found this near the body. It's yours.
I don't understand how it got there.
Yeah, that's what I keep wondering too. Same way I keep wondering how it got off, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Try it. Real puzzler, ain't it?
Do you feel high?
Guess so.
I think I got slipped oregano again.
Attention. All cars in the vicinity of Blair High School. Janitor reports group of vandals rampaging through school. Relay 604 911 716. Okay. Car 14. 502 reported 7th and Lilac.
It's late. My old lady'll have my head for this. Listen, I had a great time.
Whoopee. right, darling. You're all right. It was only a bad dream. It's like the others. Just a dream. That's all. A dream. Who is it?
Sergeant Ward.
What do you want, Sergeant?
I'd like to talk to your husband.
Can it wait till morning, Sergeant? It's 3 a.m.
No.
Get back to bed, Kathy.
I'll handle this. All right, Sergeant. It was so important in the middle of the night. Kind of an inconvenient hour, I guess, but there's been one or two things that have been bothering me, and I thought I'd better talk to you.
About what?
Murder.
Murder.
This little girl had her throat ripped out a couple hours ago.
What does that have to do with me?
Well, nothing, Doc. I'm just talking to a lot of folks. Been in all night, have you?
Yes, of course. My wife will verify that.
She don't have to do that, Doc. You're not on the stand, you know what I mean?
You haven't told me what you wanted, Sergeant.
Oh, yeah. Well, you ever seen this before? The girl ripped it off whoever attacked her.
Are you implying that's why?
I guess if you've seen one bang, you just seen them all, huh? Right, Doc? Night.
Is everything all right?
Take these. They'd knock out an elephant. They'll help you with the nightmares. I'm not sure there were nightmares.
Look, I'm not a psychiatrist, far from it. But I think what happened is pretty obvious. You were running a very high fever, and you wandered out of your room, and you spotted the nurse lying on the floor, dead. You panicked. You rushed back to your room. Now you're in a state of near coma. Then you distorted the sequence of events. In your mind, you killed the nurse.
Why?
You're a doctor. You didn't help her. Guilt. Same reason I'm here instead of up on the hill.
What about the man I killed? I smashed his brains out.
Let's look at that, huh? In your condition, you picked up a fully grown man. You flung him around your head like he was some kind of rag doll. You had a high fever. That's what produced the nightmares. Very real to you, but images.
They were incredibly real.
That's not unusual, is it? You know as well as I do. High fever can produce hallucination.
What about that? There was no flesh left on my fingers. I can't get it back on now.
Fever, man. You were perspiring heavily. It slipped off. That's what you think all that means. I don't know. It's your dream.
He wants to stay in the hospital until the treatments are over. Alone.
I'd go along with him if I were you, Mrs. Beck. He's had a severe trauma. It's pretty rough.
What can I do to help?
Give him all the support he needs. No pressure. I think his mind will ease up just as soon as these treatments are over.
Good morning. For you.
Thank you, sir.
You want one?
No, not now.
Oh, I talked to your mother.
You didn't.
Oh, you promised to call her, remember?
Uh-huh. What did you tell her?
I told her you were fabulous.
Uh-huh. And she didn't insist on talking to me?
Oh, she did. But I said you were asleep. Said the honeymoon was too much for you.
Now we're going to keep on hearing about grandchildren, you know that.
Well?
Well?
Johnny, what's wrong?
I'm tired. I better get a little rest.
I'll get the doctor.
No, I want a little rest, that's all.
Johnny, you...
Just get the hell out of here and leave me alone!
Johnny!
This isn't happening. It's in my mind. It's in my mind. Please, no. I must stay. I need help.
Johnny? Johnny? Johnny, please open the door. I want to help you. Johnny? Johnny?
Stolen ambulance, last seen heading east on Dayton Road. Suspect, patient in hospital. He is wearing pajamas and white terry cloth robe. Height, 6 weight, 160 pounds. Caucasian male. Apprehend, do not shoot. Repeat, do not shoot. Patient heavily drugged from treatments received at the hospital.
This is Sergeant Ward. Who is the patient who stole that ambulance?
Male Caucasian.
What's his name?
Beck, Dr. John Beck.
This is Unit 1 in pursuit of stolen ambulance. Now headed south on 14th Street. All units converge. cars converge at Mill Road.